Hello, hello. I'm super excited. So if you're working out today, all you need is, yes, good attitude, a bucket of sass. Yes, that's always very helpful. You don't really need any weights. It could be as simple as this towel. This is the deal. No question is a dumb question. The question that you have, your neighbor may have, your long lost Instagram sister, your endo sister way on the other side of the world could have the same question as well. All right, so we're gonna start with the warm up, right? And I'm barefoot. I mean, that's when you know we're going low key, right? Because a girl ain't got no traction without any socks or tennis shoes on. So I just want you to start with some shoulder rolls. As we do shoulder rolls, yes, I'm gonna run my mouth. So start warming up your upper body. So here's the deal. This is, you keep the shoulder rolls going. This is a simple workout, yes? So we're just gonna cover, I'd say 4 to 6, maybe if we get really ambitious, like 7 exercises. Start taking those into arm circles. So make sure I got a nice, so take the arm all the way up, down, and back. So making sure your core is nice and tight, right? Even if like your tummy's like mine today, I'm just gonna be honest, kind of got a little bloat going on, but that's okay. I'm not gonna stress about it. It's probably because your girl went to sleep at 2 and woke up at 5. 3 hours equals bloated stomach. That's just how it goes. So give me those shoulder rolls all the way up and down. So everything is at your own pace. I repeat, your own pace. I'm kind of getting where I'm ready to slide into Zoom, right? I need a little more Zoom action. That way I can check your form, make sure you're doing everything correctly. All right, so start just marching in place. So, like I said, this is for everyone. Chronic illness warriors, endo sisters, anyone can do this, yes? If you need to find modifications, obviously modify the exercise. Keep marching in place. I can't give out 500 modifications. I can definitely throw out some of the basic modifications, but it's very simple. This is just to get your body moving. The reason I'm doing this online is because I have so many people that message me and they're like, my doctor told me I have endo, I can't work out. Or he said if I can't get a $2,000 a month trainer, I can't work out. Or he said my pelvis is on fire, I can't work out. All right, so keep the jogging, keep the marching in place. So like I said, all of these exercises can be done at home at your own pace. If it's too easy, grab your hand weights. I know some of my endo warriors that are in academy right now, you're probably like grabbing those soup cans, grabbing those cans, that's good. All right, so first exercise is gonna be a sit down exercise. All right, first exercise, sit your booty down, yes? So this is not, my couch is over here, but for lighting purposes, this is my couch. So this is the deal. I want you to take your shoulders, roll them up, down, and back. This is your powerhouse, yes? So I'm always saying LJ powerhouse. This is our powerhouse. So even if it's a little bit bloated, even if it's only on 3 hours of sleep, we got this, right? We're not complaining, we're not making excuses. So I want you to tighten your core as much as you can and sit down on your couch, right? Or a chair, dining room table, whatever you need, whatever works for your knees. So the thing is I want you to look at my knees, yes? They are behind my toes. So I'm not sitting like this. My knees aren't hinging forward or hinging forward, I'm sitting down. So all you're gonna do is stand up and sit down. Now when you sit down, I want you to make sure you're driving through your heels, your core is tight, and when you stand up, I want you to stand up and then sit down, but keep your core nice and tight. So this is a modified squat, yes? Squats don't have to be super heavy weight. Starting with our basic exercise, squats are right here. So you're sitting in a chair, your shoulders up, down, and back, your core is nice and tight. You're gonna stand, driving through your heels, drop it down, yes? So this is level 1 squats. A lot of people are like, I can't do squats because of my knees, etc. Yes, we all have different issues, different injuries, but squats can be very simple. If this gets too easy, you could grab your 2 soup cans, you could grab heavy hand weights, whatever you need, and you could hold those weights right here, stand it up, and sit it down, making sure your knees are behind your toes. Now the same thing is if I wanted to upgrade my squat, I would sit down, tap my booty on that chair, and then drive it up. So inhale on the way down, exhale, drive it up. Once again, core powerhouse is nice and tight and strong. So inhale on the way down, exhale, driving up through the knees. So lots of modifications for lower body. That is exercise number 1. We're just gonna cover them all and then we're gonna go through and knock them bad boys out for a couple sets possibly. So that's exercise number 1. Number 2 is bicep curls. So bicep curls is all upper body, yes? So once again, core is nice and tight. Take your shoulders and roll them up, down, and back. So naturally, especially in COVID-19, we're here all day, right? We're typing, we're hunched over, we're on our phones, we're having our neck down. So this is really something to just open up our chest, open up our heart, open up that upper body, yes? So take those shoulders, roll them up, down, and back. If you're doing bicep curls, you're gonna curl all the way up and all the way down. So here's the trick. If you have a wall right behind you, yes? So if I had a wall that I was standing on, if my elbows are glued to the wall, and when I do a bicep curl with the elbows up and down, that is gonna make sure that I am in the right form. So form is very important, right? I could have 30-pound weights right here, doing the old famous rockabye baby is what I call it, and that's not gonna work my biceps. So shoulders up, down, and back, you are glued to a wall. So as if my hand is a wall, that elbow is glued. If I'm bicep curling right here, there is absolutely no way that I can mess up my form. If my chest is up, my heart is strong. Let's talk about core. A lot of people with endo, I got a lot of questions like, what kind of core exercises can I do? Can I do core? Can I do core? I just bought the Crunch Core 2000 last night on Home Shopping Network, right along with 20 other pieces of equipment that you don't use. And here's the deal, stop buying all that crap, you don't need it. So sit back down into your chair, sit back on your couch. So I'm gonna turn a little bit to the side here. So if we have, this is my imaginary leg that's bent. So here's my leg that's bent. Right here, lifting up my leg up and down is working my core, right? Abs are engaged, core is nice and tight. So core doesn't always have to be a bunch of crunching on the floor, kind of working our back. And most of the time people are just working their necks, right? So we wanna give the neck a break, shoulders up, down, and back. So level 1 core, you're just gonna lift that knee. So lift it up on the way up and on the way down. So inhale up, exhale down. If that is too much for you, what you can do is, if your foot was on the floor, right, then you can just do a heel raise, right? So calf raise, drop it down. Calf raise, drop it down, that's level 1. Level 2, you're just gonna lift the leg up and down. Level 3, for my hardcore ladies that have been working out, have a strong core, maybe you are past your surgery and you're good and everything's good and strong in there and you wanna work your pelvis more, then you're just gonna lift your leg up. It's gonna be nice and straight, right? Feet flat on the floor, you're just lifting your heels. That's option 1. Option 2, you're gonna lift the leg up, lift it down. So making sure you're lifting and releasing. If you can lift all the way up here and it feels great, fine. If it's just a baby lift, that is fine as well, because that's all working the core. It is all working that powerhouse. Level 3, leg is straight, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. What do we have next? Tricep extensions. So if you have your towel, this is the time to grab your towel. So you're just gonna grab that towel, bundle it up, shoulders, my thing, shoulders up, down, and back. Now you're gonna hinge over. Notice how I take my arm back. That's just to check my form. When I hinge over, my back is nice and flat, core is tight, so it's almost tabletop. If I were to place this towel, for example, on my back, it wouldn't lean forward, it wouldn't lean back. I'm a strong tabletop position, but today the towel is my weight. I'm gonna lift my arm up, slight bend in my knees, and press my elbow down and back. Once again, I take my arm back just to make sure that that elbow's up, right? So I'm not right here. We're working that cafeteria arm. So you're gonna take your shoulder up, down, and back, drive the elbow, and then just pressing the elbow down and back right here. That is all core. Now, if this is too much, hinging over, maybe it's putting too much pressure on your pelvis, same thing, you're gonna stand up, just lift the elbow as high as you can, and press it back. It'd be as if someone put a broomstick right in here. The elbow stays up. Trust me, this little towel will do a lot. You do not need a lot of equipment. So final exercise, grab your towel. We are just reviewing all of our exercises. Then we're gonna turn the music up and kind of take it through, yes? So once again, we're in our squat position. I'm gonna do the level 1 squat, which is gonna allow me to sit down in my chair and then stand up driving through my heels. So I want you, when you stand up, I want you to, I'm gonna turn this way a little bit, to on purpose drive through your heels, lift your toes up in the squat. So lift your toes up, that way we know all the weight is in the booty, driving through the heels, driving through the core. All we're gonna do with that towel, remember I said we didn't need heavy weights, shoulders up, down, and back. All you're gonna do is hold that towel down and then up. So inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. So drive and then bring it down. This is just adding in extra arms, right? If you wanna work more arms, you can pull it out, you can pull it. So you could do a stretch band as well, yes? So those are our exercises. Turn up the music just a tiny bit. We're gonna go through one set of all of those exercises. This is gonna be a little bit of LJ counting, so let me just count the reps. Don't you worry, I've got you, I got you. So we're gonna start with the bicep curls, right? I'm not gonna use any weights, they're not needed, but if you have weights, They're in your palms, yes? Palms rolled up, down, and back, shoulders up, down, and back. You remember you are gluing your elbows to that wall. So there's an imaginary wall right here. So when you're doing the bicep curls all the way up, all the way down, remember, we're not doing this. Even though we see the person at the gym that they're just killing it with the big weights, nah, we're not doing all that, right? We're gonna actually work the biceps. Shoulders up, down, and back. We're gonna bicep curl, and let's go. So curl up and down. Remember, whether or not you use weights is your choice. But what I want to see is a consistent elbow lock. And if you need to alternate sides, that's totally up to you. Yes, maybe you had a rough day. Maybe like me, you only got 3 hours of sleep, which is no fun, but I ain't complaining, I'm still pushing. So bicep curls all the way up, all the way down. We're gonna do about 20 more seconds. We're gonna shake those arms out, and then we're going to squats. Now I want you to keep doing those bicep curls. Remember with the squats, core is nice and tight, heels are on the floor, you're driving through the heels. Inhale and exhale. So inhale on the way down, exhale, driving up, driving through that booty, driving through that core, driving through those heels. So make sure you're driving through those heels. We have 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. All right, ditch the weights, ditch the towel, shake out those arms, come and have a seat. Might I add, let's grab a drink of water, yes? I can feel the little sweat beads coming. Grab some water, get ready for your squats. Get your core nice and tight, belly button sucking to the spine, yes? This is proof you don't need to do a bunch of crazy, crazy stuff to get a good workout. All right, so we're going into our squats. Your feet are glued to the ground. Inhale, exhale, drive it up. So inhale on the way down, exhale, driving up. So we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. Once again, it doesn't have to be super fast, yes? If you want to do that, go right ahead. I will not be joining you. I'm gonna inhale on the way down, and then exhale. So drive through the heels, working that lower body. Once again, if that's too much, you can just come up a little and then sit it down. So drive it up and sit it down. The goal is to keep the knees behind the toes. So even though I'm doing low impact, I'm not rocking forward and back. I'm lifting up and down. I'm lifting straight up and straight down. All right, so about 8 more seconds. We're gonna shake it out and take it to the tricep. In another 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. All right, good, good, good. Grab that towel. Get ready for biceps. Or sorry, triceps. So ball it up. Remember, core nice and tight, abs engaged, hinge over. So head, neck, and back are in alignment. So if you're trying to watch the screen, this isn't the time to watch the screen, yes? So your head's not up, your head's not down. Everything is hinged perfectly. So nice flat back. You're gonna press back. If that is too much on your core, stand it up, suck it in, lift your elbow, and drive it back, yes? So if there's any type of discomfort in the hips, the pelvis, that's kind of our tender zone, yes? Then just stand up and press one arm at a time, and then you can do 8 on one side, lift the other arm, do 8 on the other. So once again, it depends on your level. If your core is tight, mine's feeling good today, I'm gonna hinge it over, press the elbow back, making sure the head, neck, and back is all in alignment, everything is strong, and then I'm gonna get in on the other side. So inhale, exhale. We've got about 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna switch it up. I hope you're getting a small glow, small sweat beads forming on that brow for another 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. All right, take that towel, toss it to the side. We're going into the squats with the towel. So option 1, you can just do your squats, yes? You can stand through the heels and lower it down. Option 2, take those shoulders up. Just take those arms out. You don't have to hold any weights. You can do palms up, palms down. You're just gonna stand and release. Level 3, which is what I'm gonna do. I want a little extra work. I'm gonna grab my towel and I'm gonna hold and pull. So I'm gonna exhale and inhale. So exhale, driving through the heels. Once again, when you add the arm, you're just adding in a little bit of upper body. It's totally up to you. If you're not feeling it, drop it and let's go. So we're gonna do about 20 seconds. So remember, workouts can start at like 10 or 15 minutes a day, right? But you have to choose what's your level. I don't care if you take all 5 of these exercises and choose one, name it, claim it, try it every day. If you have questions, send me a video with your form definitely send me a video. If you have a foreign question, it's better if you send me a video doing whatever it is you're doing, then I can immediately make a correction for you. All right, so let's get in our last 8. 8, 7, 6, on the counter, 5, 4, 3, 2, and take it down. All right, shake it out, shake it out. Now we're going into that core exercise. Remember, core, you're still sitting down. So you have option 1 where you're just gonna lift your heels up and down, making sure your core is tight. So remember, there's no flexion right here. You're sitting up straight and strong in your chair. If you have an imaginary chair like myself, back is still up. Level 2, we're gonna lift the knee 4 times on each side, and then we're gonna switch. So lift it for 4, 3, 2, and remember, if you want that level 3, that leg is straight, you're gonna lift up and down. So lift and release. So this can be a lot of pressure on that hip. If that is too much pressure, remember, you've got the knee lifts. Let's do 2 sets of 4, 4, 3, 2, and rotate sides. 4, 3, 2, take it level 3, 4, 3, I know it's burning, but we got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and release. All right, shake it out, grab that water. So here's the deal. I know some of you are like, let's go. You're ready to like turn it all the way up. I'm gonna tell you, take this video, rewind it, and turn it all up by yourself. You could do this 2 or 3 more times, right, and get your 45 minutes. You could also do like I'm gonna do and be cool with what we've done. You don't have to push it to the max every single day. Fitness can be anything. It doesn't always have to be like balls to the walls, intense, insanity, plyos, hopping, and all of that. Yes, I love all that stuff and all that is fun, but sometimes we need to take humble, slow beginnings, right? Like I said, on 3 hours of sleep, if I didn't have to get up and teach cycle this morning, I would have slept a little bit longer, but I stayed up late. My mind was racing. You know, insomnia may be a little bit of our thing as an endo warrior. So yes, some days are better than others. So gauge your body every single day. I don't care if you walk for 10 minutes one day, let's say you jog for 15 minutes. Once again, jogging, running, plyometrics, all these things with impact. Yes, if you want to do a workout like that, we can. I love to do those things, but I don't do them every day, right? They're not great for our joints. Like I said, the adrenal fatigue, it's like we wake up with a 50% battery, and then I don't want to say we waste all of our battery, but if you wake up at 6 a.m. and you're already tired and exhausted, if you go to an hour workout and then you're drained and you're exhausted by 8 a.m., I don't know how that works from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. when you have to be awake, functioning, taking care of your family, etc., right? So find the exercises that work for your body. Yes, you're going to feel a little discomfort when you're working out, right? But if I'm, for example, doing squats, and if I'm doing this and there's like a stabbing pain in my back, or I'm like, I can barely get up and I'm like hunching over and it's just like super painful, then you know what? It's not a day for squats. Like, it's just that simple, right? Like, it was just, I thought I was doing squats. My body said no. But what we're not going to be doing, which is that I'm getting a lot of messages, and I'll say it, I'll be honest, I'm catching a little heat as well. And that's okay. I can stand the fire. Just bring it, bring it, bring it. I can stand the fire, remembering you don't want this smoke, right?
What you gonna do about it? Nothing.
Right? We're just gonna throw it out that way. But here's the deal. Everyone can do something. I don't care what your situation is. I don't care if it's just upper body and you're doing some stretches. Like we talked about with one of the endo surgeons, it could be yoga in the bed. But what we've been doing is using endo and chronic illness as an excuse. And we can, let me rephrase it. We can, I'm just choosing not to. And those who choose not to use that excuse as well, send me a DM. I don't care if I got to send you a video every morning as a little bit of encouragement until I have to do 1,000 videos and then we'll have to go live and just encourage everyone at the same time. But let me know what I can do to support your journey. Yes, I have a program, but I have to be honest, it's not just all about my program, right? If it was, I would have been like, hey, who wants to come to my Zoom workout? It's $15, blah, blah, blah. No, sometimes it's just our gift and our blessing to share with others. And fitness and nutrition and health and wellness, it's just my jam. It's what I love. I love coaching. This is the deal. Meet your body where it's at. Do what you can. It can be walking to the mailbox 10 times. I mean, let's be honest. We're in COVID. We're nosy. We want to know what our neighbors are doing anyhow. Go ahead and walk out there, act like you're doing something and be nosy, right? Multitask. get that workout in at the same time. So stop gauging yourself on weight, stop gauging yourself on water retention, yes, the inflammation. Those are all symptoms of things that we're eating and lack of activity and obviously what's going on in our body. Am I gonna say that fitness and nutrition are gonna correct and change everything? No. But what I am gonna say is that it makes a difference and it can push you and boost you in the right direction. So if you have any questions or concerns, remember, I'm your girl with fitness and anything else. If you send me the video, like I said, don't freak out. As long as I can see, you know, make sure there's good lighting, right? Like if you're dark like me, don't be sending me a video in your basement and it's black as heck and all I can see is your teeth because I won't be able to help you with your form. I'm just saying. So make sure there's good lighting where I can see your smiling face and see what exercise you're doing, and then I can either shoot back a modification or, you know what, I'll just hop up and do whatever I'm doing, shoot you a video and send it back. That way you can be doing something. I don't care if all your exercises are seated. We can definitely do a video where you're doing all seated exercises without weights, body weight. Once again, you know it's my thing. Movement is good. Movement is good. Did I mention movement is good? I am LJ. I'm an endo, health, and fitness and nutrition coach.